guys, Baker here. Is that better? Some people are saying I'm not so enthusiastic anymore. But I'm home alone, not in my car, so I can do that. Today I'm gonna be doing an OCE breakdown of this. Pretty sweet. Alright, so, things I have here, these are the footages I used, some stuff that's for the screen, that's the example. The cinematic, he sent me a full cinematic, and then what I did was, I scaled it up and slided it over so I got rid of the buttons, and I also rendered it out in a JPEG sequence so I can do 3D motion tracking on it. Oh, and by the way, pretty much this entire example I've already done tutorials on. I've done the screen, I've done motion tracking, I haven't done that zoom in, I haven't done those flashes though. I've done something similar to the power up thing, this thing that's sliding around. I've done the explosion and all that, but yeah, I'm still gonna go over it, but go ahead. I'll probably leave some links in the description of stuff that I've pretty much already done. But yeah, so we got the cinematic. I already got the MA file, which is the 3D motion tracking file. I got the song, the fireball explosion doll, and the original clip. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a new comp. So Command N for the shortcut. We'll call this the edit comp. And 1280 by 720, 59 frames, and we'll just make this extra long, like, I don't know, 30-something seconds. And I'll bring in the song. Okay, so push LL and see where we are. Where's this drop? Probably around here somewhere. Probably around here. You see that? Yeah, so that's here. Let's just play it really quick. Yeah. Okay. So, let me just take a look here what I'm doing. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get some data from this song, just like always. I mean, if you do that, it makes it look like you put more effort into the song, or into the edit. So let's go ahead and take a normal audio amplitude, and then the next one I'm gonna add some bass and treble, and decrease the treble so I'm only getting the bass, and maybe duplicate that. And again, convert audio to keyframe. So the first one, let's see how these look, because what I'm trying to do is one of them is going to be for flashing, the other one is going to have it scale up the clip. So these look pretty good. Over here actually looks about the same, so I probably don't need two of them, so I'll just go ahead and delete it. Alright, first thing I always do is take the clip right here and pre-compose it. So I'll rename this clip. And what you want to do is extend the bounds of the comp. You've probably seen this in oh my! Who is this? CVS Pharmacy. No. Anyways, I'm going to be putting Twixtor on it and stuff, so I always just like to extend the comp and add some motion tile just to make it smoother. Again, I've gone over this before, but the new subs, if you are new, you probably haven't seen most of my other tutorials. I've got some pretty good stuff. So also scale it up to 101 so the clip doesn't show. Back in the edit comp, I spelled it wrong. Putting in the clip. Boom. Let's see, what should I do? It actually doesn't matter that much because it was synced pretty nicely automatically. But the 3 gunshots, I kind of want that to go to the beat. Like, doo, doo, or whatever it was. So if you really want to, if it's up to you, go ahead and enable time remapping, and then just find the gunshot sound right there. Keyframe to this one. Keyframe. And then to this one. Keyframe. So first thing I'll do is line up the last shot with the actual drop. So just kind of slide this on. And then let me just do a quick RAM preview, see where we are. And let me take a look at my project file over here. Yes, I see. What should I do next? What do you guys think? The intro part? Or just some kind of Oh my! There's a lot of stuff in here. You know, that's just taking too long. Forget it. What happened to the music? What the hell? Delete. Come on, too slow. Skip. Yeah. Sorry about this. I'm just looking over my project file real quick on my other laptop. Got some strobe lights, data for scale. Where did I use the scale at? I think I just put it straight on the clip, didn't I? Yes, I did. Interesting. Cool. Sorry. Sorry this is taking so long. Let's go ahead and take a look. So if you kind of listen, it's already synced up, so I actually didn't really need to do any time remapping, but up to you if your clip's a little bit different. Let's go ahead and so that's good. Let's add the explosion dull. Just kind of line that up really quick, and LL, and just kind of line it up in there. Add some bass and treble to it. Bass and treble. Yeah, boom. 50. Yeah, and then we also need a delay. You've probably seen this before in the other thingy. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that for right now. What I'm gonna do is take the rotate, which is the 3D motion tracking comp that is created, and I would just get some camera movement, and you can't see anything. But if I drag in the DAR Cinematic 1, which should be the same as your JPEG sequence if you set that up right. So, yeah, this is what we got. And if I just do a quick little test text, this actually took me a while to do because something was weird with this track. I tried it plenty of times and it actually couldn't get it right, and it gets off at the end, and you'll see. So I'll just kind of turn that 3D for a sec. And position, let's see, move it this way, probably move it this way. Up. So it's kind of floating right next to them, and then it gets really off right around here. But, so it looks pretty good, pretty motion tracked. What I'm going to do is go ahead and delete that. We're going to make a new comp, and we're going to call this the screen, and change it back to the regular 720p width, 1280 by 720, 59 frames. Alright, so we're going to make the screen here, and I just made I've done this before, the screen. So this will be the color. I've done this already before. What are you talking about? Fill it with a cool little color so you can change it whenever you want. That's why I use a fill. And for right now, we'll just use that kind of color. And we'll go ahead and rounded rectangle tool and double click. That gives the edges a little bit softer. And duplicate the mask. And we're going to set the second one to subtract. and feather it a whole bunch, and just kind of get like a little, you know, difference in the screen, so it's not just plain solid. Bring in the 34 AVI and right click, transform, fit to comp, and set the transfer mode to screen. Either screen or like overlay or something. Scoot it over so we get some cool stuff going on. Let's see what overlay looks like. Nope, not overlay. Screen's good. Alright, so that's cool, and we'll just go ahead and type in here dar. Dar, and we'll leave that. And I used typograph. Let's see now. Where's my character? Yes, Typograph Pro, and I used light. Alright, so scale this up. Looks pretty good. Dar, and duplicate. This one's going to be the @ so let's get that over. And I think I didn't like the @ Did I change the font? No, I just kept it. Yeah, just put it over there and duplicate it again, slide it over, and this will be dome. And I think I changed this size. No. What happened was dar was ultralight. There we go. So you want to kind of, don't make it too uniform. I mean, just make it a little bit, you know, a little bit bold here or something there, and make it kind of cool looking. So I'm just kind of place these over here. If you want, bring up your title action safe. Something like that. Pretty good. Slide this one over. I mean, that's good for now. Now, if you noticed in this example, and not only I had the text, but there's the song title underneath. That was pretty cool. So how did I do that? Well, I just went into these comp settings here, and then uncheck the lock aspect ratio, and then change the height to 1000, I think. So it just gives us a little bit extra room like that. So type in some more text here. We'll type in song, and we'll go ahead and scale this down just so it kind of fits inside pretty snugly right now. And then I'll go ahead and put some more text. And this one I did. Let's take a look here. Okay, so I did tell. If you start typing and then you select it and do this double T right here, all caps. Boom, looks good. Teleportations. And then underneath it, we're going to have dirty phonics. Dirty phonics. Alright, so we got that. What I want to do is just make the top one thinner, so ultralight, and then scale it down so it matches, if you can kind of see what's going on. Scale it down so it matches the size of the other thing. And then once that's set up, you want to actually scale down the layer fit that in there, and yeah, scale down some more. I'm trying to look what I did. Why does it look so? Oh, I see. So we need to spread this out with the tracking, I think. Why is it so interesting? Maybe just kind of spread this out a little bit. That same thing with the song, maybe. I want to try to fill up the space, you know, pretty nicely. That looks alright for now. You kind of get the idea, right? Just put the name under the screen. Alright, so what I did now is back in the rotate comp, right here, bring out the screen, and then turn it into a 3D layer. So now we got this pretty sweet screen, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Pretty nice. No, I'm just kidding. What I'm going to do is actually move it into place. So I'm just going to copy it from my other project file to make it nice. So the X was -75, the Y was 8, the Z was -316. So basically just put it right in front of them, and probably need to scale this down to, let's see here, scale to like, I don't know, 50. That's Nice. And then rotate it. What did I rotate it? -77. And so it's kind of facing him now. And I think I rotated this -1. Yeah. So we got the screen, and we'll change the transfer mode to probably add, I believe. Probably. Yep, add. Okay. So what I'm going to do is animate the screen in. So around here, right where it's kind of on the side-ish, we'll go to Scale, Keyframe, uncheck the link here, and we'll go forward and set another keyframe, and then go forward again and set a third keyframe. Okay, so the middle keyframe needs to change the Y value. See how it stretches like this? Change that down to like, I don't know, like 10. Alright, so we'll screen up. And then the first keyframe, we need this to be 0, 0. So don't worry about the Z. So if you can kind of see what's going on, it's kind of hard. But it stretches out, and then it stretches up. And just like that. Pretty sweet. Now, because this was a kind of bad track, it gets off right around here. If you kind of see, it kind of like sinks, and it's in front of the guy. So what I'm going to do is right around here where the starts to get in front of it, set a keyframe for the scale, and just scale this down so it disappears down to 0. So that'll be an easy way to get rid of that. Alright, so now I want to control the speed of this and do that little zoom in trick. So let me check how much time I have really quick. Ooh, 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Take this whole rotate comp and pre-compose it. So take the rotate here and drop it into the new comp button right there. Alright, so we get this entire new comp, and it's all together and whatnot. We'll call this, if we go to comp settings and rename it, call this the intro. And that's 60 frames per second. What? 9.94. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add some Twixtor. Twixtor. And a box blur. Box blur. That's a good blur for simulating camera blurs, because it's got, just the style blur is really nice. Edge pixels. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go in here and it's coming along. Let me just, getting pretty ridiculous. Around 5 seconds. So after the text, ooh, I haven't done the text. Oh my gosh. I'll save that for next time. So around 5 seconds, right around here, I'm gonna frame this frame rate down, the speed control, blah blah blah, all the way down to 10%, 25%. So let's just be like a little slow motion, like it's rotating and then it's slow mo. Cool stuff. And what I'm going to do, as it slow-mos right here, push S for scale. And if you want position 2, somebody's calling me. No, position's fine. No, it's not fine. Push position 2, keyframe, and move forward to the end of that Twixtor part. And we're just going to scale this up here so it looks like it's zooming in, and just kind of position it in the center. So, quick little like, oh, what's that? Oh, look at that guy. Now we're gonna go ahead and easy ease these. Go to the graph editor for the scale and position, and just kind of make these a little bit more smooth. That same thing for position. Just extend the little handles, make them smooth. And for the box blur, for that first keyframe, set a keyframe for the radius. Last keyframe, again set it to 0, but in the middle, that's when we're going to blur it out just a little bit. So it's like it's defocusing for a second as it moves in. You can probably just extend these too, because it's not going to be focused right when he zooms in. It's going to go in, it's going to, oh, I'm stopped, now I got to focus. Okay, a little bit realistic. Alright, timer's done. I know I don't have a limit, but I don't want to make these too long, so I'm just going to go ahead and record the next one in a bit. So, go ahead and like the video for right now. Comment what you think so far. It's going to be fun. Boom! What's up, guys? Baker here. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, peace.